Hi TransByDef, this is Christine, and I'm your Sunday host. Our topic this week is what we did for the 4th of July. In my case, on the 3rd of July, I threw a party. I invited lots and lots and lots of friends. Many of them said right away they couldn't make it. Some people canceled at the last minute because things came up. One of those, actually, I lost 2 friends from coming because of the DOMA ruling. One of the people in that marriage was very involved in the DOMA project. And so she was working on graphics for the announcement of the first green card that got approved as a result of DOMA. Cool. So I had a small turnout of my friends, but I got to meet one of my friends that I've been talking to online for 6 months, and just for various reasons we've tried to get together, sort of have like a get together with all the trans people in the area, and she's working or I'm working or other people can't make it, and it just hasn't happened until now. But we met, so that was really cool. And we had a pretty good time just sitting around talking, and after doing that for a little while, we decided we were going to go and look at this new house that I'm getting. And so we went over, and her, Lisa, myself, and one of my coworkers, who's the director of our women's center, and we all looked at the house. We just kind of walked around the outside and stuff, because I don't own the house until the 17th. So actually I won't own it then, my family will, but I don't care. It's mine. So we looked at the outside. I mean, the house is really cool. It has like a porch off of the master bedroom that has steps up to it from the outside. And then it looks out over the road on one side and the backyard on the other side, and it's kind of back a ways from the road, but not super far. And so we kind of walked around the house, and we stood up on the patio that's off of the master bedroom, and we just kind of chatted for a little bit. So it's like this house that I designed years ago when I was playing Sims. So it's actually really close to my dream house. And I had said that when I first saw the house on my Facebook page. I said, you know, I'm looking at this house, it's like my dream house. I really hope I get it, because I'm putting in offers. And I did, surprisingly. So that was the 3rd of July. And then after that, we went back over to my house and we lit up some fireworks and tried to blow off a hand or two. The kids enjoyed the show, but it really was very small. So, yeah, we had a good night on the 3rd, and then on the 4th, my daughter had friends over that were sleeping overnight, and basically they sat up and talked until 2 or 3 a.m. and then they pretty much crashed in the morning until like afternoon. And while they were doing that, the boys and I were pretty much watching Ben 10, because Noah was on a Ben 10 kick. It's sort of how we seem to do TV these days. It's like binging via Netflix, you know, watch entire seasons in a row. So yeah, so that was the 4th until fireworks. For the fireworks, we did something a little bit different this year. You know, usually we kind of go over to the university and we watch them, because they do it like right in front of this big parking lot. But this year we went to like a cemetery that overlooks the university. and we watched it from there, and it was really kind of a different perspective, and it was really probably the best show that we've had in Macomb. It was also kind of like creepy because some people would like park their car behind us and then they would walk by us, and it's like they would look at you. And, I don't know, zombies, something like that. So, so we enjoyed the fireworks, and we lit up some sparklers on the 4th, and you know, that was pretty much our day. We really just didn't do much. And then, you know, I had to work on the 5th, and then it was, you know, it's the weekend here, and I didn't have my kids this weekend, so I pretty much sat around and I watched this TV show on Netflix, Hit and Miss, which has somebody who's a trans contract killer. I mean, they're trans, but they're a contract killer, and then they realize that they have a kid, and their ex is like dying of cancer and gave the kids to them to take care of. And so it's sort of like this, you know, this dichotomy between a family life and contract killer, and in the mix is that they're trans. Of course, it's played by a cisgender person, of course, but she did a really good job, and I found myself really relating to the character as I watched the entire season in one sitting. But yeah, I basically lazied around all weekend, and that's been it. So, yeah, I spent a lot of time talking to friends online, one in particular. So, yeah, that's been it. So, that's my story. Let us know what yours were in the comments down there. Okay? We'll talk to you next week, and hopefully we'll have maybe a more interesting topic. Bye!